The young man in a planetary guard uniform looks very pale. There's a feverish gleam in his eyes. Your ladyship, at last. Private Camille Regius at your command. He hesitates. I was in the convoy the governor sent out to meet you. It was ambushed by rebels. I'm the only survivor. Nevertheless, I'm ready to show you the way to the command center where the governor's awaiting you. The success to failure ratio of combat objectives completed by the world's military speaks to its subpar efficiency. I will advise the local ruler to seek my fraternity's aid in upgrading their troops to servitor maniples. The tech priest's words make the private grow pale and instinctively pull his helmet down tighter. What is it, soldier? Why are you so nervous? He grows paler still. Please forgive me, your ladyship. I was left all alone and it's been scary waiting for you. That's why. How did you make it out alive if your entire convoy perished? I don't know, I just did somehow. There was an ambush, everything was going boom and bang around me, and I kept firing back till I saw our commander lying there in a hole in his head. Everybody else too. I was alive and the enemy had retreated. Mildly sus. The Codex Astartes does not support that action, alas. To me, it sounds like he fled, and fleeing is a heresy, chat. Angry background turtle agrees. Don't you, angry background turtle? Just mildly sus. Enough talking. Let's go to the command center. Yes, your ladyship. The command center is a straight walk from the starport. It's at the end of the upper way. Not too far from here, but we must proceed carefully. Emperor forbid we get ambushed again. Turtle is angry. Turtle knows only rage.
A revelation was sent to me.
What we got? More Void Sweat Ale. Delicious, delicious sweat. Fuck the Codex Astartes, loosely written guidelines. It's even ignored by the ultra shits themselves. Yeah, that's not saying much. The ultra, it's. You guys want to be all heretical in chat? I can't stop you. I have no power here. Temple door does not budge. It may be blocked by rubble from the other side. Hey, Rojo, welcome in. It is good to see ya. Hope you've been well. It's been a little bit. It was good to see you around, though. Robbie G came back and said that was a bad idea. You leave Gorilla Man out of this, Silvernail. I guess we'll use just the tech use on it. What do we got? Just a bunch of junk. Okay. Right now, cargo is junk because, like, do we even have money? Do I have no space credits on my screen in my inventory. We just have cargo. What if this is a CRPG without shopping? I will be so freaking tilted. The only chapter you dislike about as much as the walking toilet seats is the space wolves. I don't really know enough about them to know too much about the various chapters. I like the salamanders, though, I think. The shuttle must be what crashed into the building and destroyed part of the street. Really? I would have never guessed.
Seize the opportunity.
There are traces of recent battle everywhere, including bodies in planetary guard uniforms. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, alright, let me disarm this, please. Awareness. The soldiers' bodies in general aftermath of battle suggest the attackers knew the squad's numbers, ranks, and movements precisely. Our poor lads, they deserve last honors. Not to be laying here like this. He looks away from the bodies. The battlefield looks highly suspicious. Half of your comrades never even had the chance to draw their weapons, and the direction of the shots as well. The attackers knew exactly what path the group would take and how large it would be. The young man looks at you in confusion. I don't know what you're talking about. Yes, we were ambushed, but it was all over so quickly. It's a miracle I survived. I was lucky to be behind cover when it began. Aim your weapon at the private. Too many parts of your story fail to add up. I'm beginning to wonder if you're a traitor. What? No. What doesn't add up? I'm the only survivor out of my entire squad. Do you understand? All my friends are dead. They're lying over there. I could have fled or hidden, but I chose to come all the way here to warn you, and you... Idris sniffs and says gently, reconsider, Lord Captain. Have mercy on the boy. He's been so awfully stressed. It's a wonder he can even talk. Bit of a simpleton, that's all. I sense no cunning in him. Is that what your gift of prophecy is telling you? Warped if I know. With this cacophony in my head, there's no damn telling if it's their voices or my gut feeling. Either way, my instinct tells me he's innocent. We size up the private. I'm gonna make the kid nervous. In your former life, your ability to tell a soldier from a rat often meant the difference between life and death. The private is a poor actor. You know he's not trying to trick you. All right, let's keep walking. Uh-huh, he says gloomily and looks away. All right, so he's not sus, he's just a fucking idiot. All right, so I do want to disarm this trap if they're worth experience. No, Jesus Christ. Okay, let me pull up the log. I want to see how much XP these things actually net us for 5 experience. That's not bad. What about sopping and howling? I've reduced people to that before. Anyways, levels. Choose ability. Okay, so breakthrough is one that lets us do like a bunch of damage, right? Gains a slash ability with 2 charges for this round. Slash cannot be used in the same round as charge. So we can't charge in and slash, but we can slash. All right. You dash through an enemy to the cell on the opposite side and make a melee attack with, 50% reduced damage. Okay, that's not as ideal as I was hoping. It could be good for movement, because it doesn't provoke attacks of opportunity. Taunting Scream. What's Reckless Strike? Next attack gains plus 20% armor penetration, plus 8 damage, and you ignore parry. Every enemy who survives an attack attacks in turn. Oh yes, that's Brunhilde coded. And we'll take probably athletics. Or carouse. I think we'll take carouse because she's kind of the party face. Volunteer him to an Ogren squad. Yeah, exactly. All right. So now let's do Abelard. Abelard, I'm going to probably grab Taunting Scream because he's our tanky boy. And he can have athletics. Okay. Oh god. And we have... Can I get you more warp stuff? Yes, but also... Oh no. First time in combat, an ally becomes the target of the Psyker's psychic power. They gain plus 10 weapon ability. Oh yeah, I'm taking that because we can. She has that one ability that we can cast. It's like the luck ability, and that'll help. Like we can stack this on everybody with that when I can't. Like when she's out of range of being able to spell somebody down. I'm gonna give her more willpower, actually, because that's like the warp stuff. Shoot him with lighter and get better at crumping. No. Adira does not crump, she only lightnings. Okay, what do we got? Concentrated fire. The next area attack made by the soldier deals double damage. That's like all we use with her is area of effect stuff. Soldier and allies automatically dodge the soldier's next attack or rapid fire. Her next burst attack has its double rate of fire. But it deals less damage now. Now I'm giving her concentrated fire. Just maximize the DACA. Oh boy. So I don't know. I need to figure out what I want to do with Pascal, whether or not I want him melee or ranged. I kind of want to lean for him to be more melee. But to do that, I'm going to need to get him tanky. Ooh, use your Mechadendrites to restore the wounds of an ally once per combat. Hell yeah. And then I'm gonna give him, yeah, he's better in melee than range. So yeah, we'll give him melee skill. All right. Is there a group cap or can you have them all active? I want to say 5 is your party cap.
The world will.
So we're going to be replacing Abelard, if I had to guess, at some point. I don't know who with, because these are the only companions that I've ever met. So I don't know who else we'll have. I know that there is a Space Marine that is in your party in this, and there's also a Eldar, maybe? Oh no, our idiot savant just got murdered. Whatever will we do? My emotions.
Over there.
Let's get to it.
Hey, we've got flamers. There's an Eldar and a Dark Eldar, really. I don't have any of the DLC yet, so I don't know if we're gonna be picking up any of the DLC characters. A Necron would be so fucking awesome, though. The Space Marine is a Space Wolf, I believe. So I'm tempted to take it just because it'll piss Celt off. But that's just me. So we could grab Reckless Strike, but I don't think it'll be worth it with these guys. I think they're gonna be too squishy. I know what I want to do here, but we're gonna take an attack of opportunity, I think, regardless of how I do it. So walk up here. Yeah, you're fine. All right, melee this guy. Reckless Strike. Charge this guy. There we go. Nice. Get ready for the awoos of the lifetime. It's okay, we're a furry streamer now. This is a no judgment zone. If we want to all be awooing in chat. Can I get an awoo in chat for all the furry boys and girls out there? Do I chain lightning knowing that I'm going to hit Brunhilde? I am totally. Thank you, Huracut. And Elil, and Rojo. Coil, you don't count. Woof woof, hell yeah.
Let's get to it.
Alright, Pascal, man, I wish Pascal had a charge. Pascal with a charge would be a happy thing for me. Instead, he just like slowly, he like Terminator walks at things. Can I like, oh, I can move things around. Okay, good to know.
of all that the world has owned has bled to death under our knives. Who will wipe this blood off us? What water is there to clean ourselves?
Indeed, indeed. You're hugging a shark plush, it would be rude. Okay, fair. Foil, you're accepted this time. This time. And for, yeah, like I've had, in all of my interactions with furries, I have had no negative interactions with furries. I mean, like, some of them are, I don't want to use the term weird, eccentric, but like, that's fine. Doesn't bother me at all.
Functions successfully terminated.
All right. Let's expose weakness on you. We need to send your blahage. Oh, hell yeah. I want one of those things, but like there are no IKEAs out here, and I'm not gonna just go online and order one because like that, I don't know, feels like it defeats the purpose to me. Like those things are adorable. Can we charge? Can you charge? I'm not mad, Abelard. I'm just incredibly, incredibly disappointed. Just do your shield bash thing or whatever. I don't know. Blahaj sits on your bed as well. Bought him before it was cool. Since you were a kid and you had no idea about the internet. Blahaj, I'm pronouncing its name wrong. I'm pretty sure it's this like shark plush that you can get at IKEA. And I mean, like nowadays it's kind of like a trans icon, but it's also just this like fucking, it's like a big cute plushy shark. Like it looks like it would be nice to just like lay with. Like a body pillow almost, basically. You tried. Argenta, you tried. That's a trap. I think. I assume. But I can also be just like, I don't care, charge through it. Video games. Hank up. Alright, Adira. The ideal would be to get Idira up here close enough and just lightning bolt these chuckle fucks, but I don't think we're gonna be able to do that. So instead I'm gonna probably have her try to psychic scream this dude over here down. There we go. And a little bit of bleed damage over onto this guy. I really like that she can kill a guy and then the damage
Let's make it quick.
like bleeds over. Okay, Pascal. I guess just move on. Calculated Fury algorithm. Why, yes. Alright, so you've got your taunt. Bubble yourself. And stab a guy.
I took care of this one.
Good job. I'm proud of you.
It will be done.
You should have the money to just completely fill your bed with blahage so you could be submerged in them. Hell yeah. You just want shark. I can respect that.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
Just shoot this guy.
Emperor commands, I act.
Murder this guy.
Death shall reign.
Charge down the stairs. Tank yourself.
Cover me.
I don't think she's gonna really be able to. Yeah, they're always like one square out of range for her to screech at them. You can come down here. I don't suppose you can get a volley fire on this dude. Oh, that was beautiful. I keep hitting, like, I keep forgetting that, like, you hit space to end your turn, because I'm like, okay, I attacked, I'm done now. The game should just know this. There's a feat that adds 2 to 3 range of Psyker abilities. Oh, that is very good. Yes, I would absolutely grab that. Absolutely. You have a dog plush that's 1.5 meters long. Holy hell. The dog is about as old as you are. Ah, the childhood plushies. I've got a teddy bear floating around here that my grandfather bought me when I was born. And it's like, it's tiny. It's like, you know, maybe, I don't know, a foot tall. It's just a little teddy bear. And it is incredibly precious to me. You need to hit something to be able to exaltate your god emperor there, Argenta. You did okay, though.
My resolve is unshaken.
Yeah, that's because you have temporary hit points, Brunhilde. Quit bragging. Alright, waddle down the stairs. Turn his brain into pudding. Thank you. Had a Pink Panther since you were like 8. It got stolen by cleaners. Oh, that fucking sucks. I am sorry. The soldier looks around a little dazed. He's pressing his hand down on a fresh wound. How is this possible? Like, the entire party is like just away. He's dying alone. Updating data catalog. The characteristic tendency of the planetary defense forces of Rekard Menor is to run into ambush is not a consequence of challenge or chance or negligence. It can only be explained as some twisted variation of combat tactics. This phenomenon is depressing. I like Pascal a lot. All right, so what do? Do we bandage him up? Do we bandage him up, but then tell him he's going to be jailed? Or do we just kill him? We know he's not a spy. We'll bandage him. It's all right. We're going to bandage you up and continue on our way. Thank you, your ladyship. It's like fucking ruined body back here. Yes, but you couldn't prove it. It was so frazzled. Yeah, that sucks. That fucking sucks. A tiny rabbit as well. Literally translated, you could call it barf complaint. Oh no.
I'm restless.
No. Party. Where's Adira? There's Adira. All right, let us continue. Also, quick save. I have not been saving at all. That's like the second time I've saved in the entire, what? How long have we even been running? Like 3.5 hours here. Ooh boy. Surely that's not gonna come back and bite me in the ass. Okay. Saving is for the weak. Trust in the Emperor. I need to grab some of my old sound redeems, like Steady Yourself, Brother, and it is the Bane Blade. No, there's loot. There's loot. My entire party's huddled in here going for it. All right, let's... Ooh, this is like not exactly ideal, given all the shit that's waiting for us out here. I think I'm probably gonna have these two in here. Argenta, can I get you out? I can, okay. There we go. And our private is hanging around in the back of the party because he's an idiot. Okay. Adira. Can you get up here and do the shocky? Ah, it's a shame you can't get them all. Sadness. 11, 11, 11, 11. I think I gotta hit the ones in back. Otherwise, friendly fire will happen. Okay, all right. We'll use our ballistics buff on Argenta, who for whatever reason is tanking the floor. I don't know what happened there. I don't know.
Let's get to it.
All right, Brunhilde, come here.
On the weak.
Use your damage buff and kill both of these chuckle fucks. Wonderful. Also tank up.
Finds me.
Okay, Pascal.
As the tactical imperative dictates.
Pascal. What can you do? You have sweep. You have cleave. Oh, that's brutal strike. Ooh, brutal strike's a hell of an AoE. Okay. You have regular strike. So what's... Alright, so sweep bleeds, brutal strike is huge AoE, and strike is just your basic attack for 1 AP. Alright, let's bleed this fool. Okay, and now expose weakness, I suppose. Oh wait, no, we have to analyze him first. Analyze, and we'll expose your weakness now. I should have done this first, but I'm stupid.
A tactically sound approach.
Murder.
Done. Reduced to dust.
Nice. Okay.
Stay vigilant.
Okie dokie. So now it's just these two chuckle fucks. Let us move up.
On it. Through chaos I stride.
See, and we want to do this. And then we want to do this. And we got the kill. Wonderful.
High momentum. Advancing.
No range for that. All right.
Victory is imminent.
I love that we're using charge primarily just to get around the battlefield at this point. Like, no, we're not here to use it to kill. We're just
Rejoice in
repositioning with it. No reaction shots? No. There might be an Overwatch ability. I honestly don't know.
will do.
All right, done. That was easy. Voices behind the door.
Behind the
Ow.
door, cackling to the beat of all this commotion. Down? Yes. There's something down below.
All right, there's something down below.
The streets of Rycat Minoris are arranged in tiers. There is certainly something beneath this avenue. Storage facilities at the very least.
I would never have guessed that there was something under us, chat. What's in the chest? Random cargo. All right, what's up here? We can clear a path, which we are, because there's more loot. Pascal, this is your job.
My success is
What do we got? Ooh, an officer's chain sword, Fortress World Origin mesh vest, which is extra armor against ranged attacks and +5 toughness, as well as fire grenades. Okay. So the grenades I'm giving to Pascal. Oh, is it only... Oh, it's 1 grenade per slot. That's kind of irksome, but alright. Alright, so this chainsword, though, is markedly better than our current chainsword. It also has... just some extra flavor text on it. Okay. Blessed Fuego, hell yeah. And we will be fuegoing. All right, I'm gonna give her a melee weapon. She can have a chainsword too. She's not particularly good at the melee, but she can have a chainsword too. Everybody gets a chainsword. Okay, I think we're okay and ready to continue. Is there more down here? Oh, there's more to explore. Okay.
The opportunity.
Aha, my sight is true and my mind is clear. I see death, I see the future. Okay. From your vantage point, it does not seem like this lavish mansion has been damaged by explosions, but you cannot enter. Something is blocking the door from the inside. Little mad woman. My eyes, something, my sight is true, the mind is clear. The edge. Final dawn is nigh, I can feel it. Okay. Good talk. I'm going to just be elsewhere now. Let's go down. Even the scripted events can be different. In my run, that dumbass was actually a traitor. Really? That's cool. Interesting. Is it safe to give a chainsword to someone who's bad at melee? I don't know. There's only one way to find out. We did, however, get our hands on some hand flamers. I'll have to see if the Sister of Battle can use one. I keep forgetting her name. I don't know. I don't know, chat. I really don't know. All right, can she use Fuego? Well, she can equip it, but I don't know if that necessarily means she can use it. Bolter. No, she has Flamer proficiency, yeah. Hell yes. Well, in that case, I'm not gonna have her use an auto pistol. We'll have her use a Flamer. Call her Crazy Ann? Nah. If they can equip it, they can use it. Okay. All right, so you're just flat out not allowed to use things you're not proficient with. Okay, that's actually really good to know. That makes things easier. All right, some cargo.
Empyrean guides my gaze.
Join me in prayer. See, right there.
Oh my lord, okay.
The Emperor favors me today. Pay attention. Duty prevails. Let's proceed.
And they're not fucking around with traps in here.
I better myself through my service. The Emperor favors me today.
I want to test something. If she's standing here and I tell her to walk here, is she gonna go around or through? Nope, right through the trap. Okay. All right, noted. The AI is not smart enough to navigate around traps.
Never doubt.
I don't know why she didn't trigger it there. I'm gonna go ahead and say that that was esports on my part. You are very welcome for letting you observe that. I know that I don't do it too often. We've had this conversation before. I know that I don't like making people feel bad when I like interface with the code in these games and stuff. Anyways, Sector Cronus expanse region Rickid system location material yada yada yada. On our journey across the world, caught in the throes of heretical insurgency, the Lord Captain accidentally.
Serious adventurer.
Don't you judge me. The Lord Captain accidentally witnessed an unholy rite that transpired in one of the maintenance rooms of an aqueduct. The abandoned nook turned out to be a heretic's gathering place for performing their grim and profane arts. The large group of rebels stood frozen in patient anticipation, all staring into the center of the room. No one moved, only the murmur of hushed voices echoed against the metal walls. The Lord Captain ran a cursory glance over the room, assessing the situation. The rebels were unremarkable in appearance. They were dressed in the shabby clothes of abject rabble, spoke in coarse voices, and had repulsive faces. But what caught the Lord Captain's attention was the look of strange, almost sinister anticipation in their eyes. There was no gathering of loud blasphemers or bored idlers. Only occasionally would they exchange brief, unintelligible remarks as they stood frozen in a circle, their gazes turned towards the hulking structure in the center of the room. Bulky power transformers, cogitators, crates, and voxcasters took up most of the space. Against their background, the structure in the center stood out oddly, an enormous lens mounted on a stand. It caught the thin sunbeams that made their way through the slits in the ceiling and crossed half the room. Now we have warp lore. The rogue trader surveyed the peculiar structure with great attention or awareness. The Lord Captain peered into the darkness. Now, yeah, we're peering into the darkness. Although barely visible behind the closed ranks of the insurgents, the rusted barrels with evidently flammable contents had not escaped the Lord Captain's keen eye. One good shot at those barrels would decimate the number of heretics on Rykid Minoris, so it would reduce them by 10%. Okay. We'll survey the peculiar structure as well. Although barely visible behind the closed ranks of insurgents, oh no, that's the barrels. The enormous mounted lens was doubtlessly imbued with the power of the arch-enemy, inimical to all but the noble and virtuous in the universe. Anyone caught in the corrupted light it emits will face horrifying consequences. We observe. As if commanded by a grim unseen force, the insurgents fell silent at once, and in a single moment parted. A thick, sticky silence filled the room. The heretics' gazes were turned towards a metal structure with a lens on top of it, standing tall in the middle of a circle of melting candles, piles of books and unholy symbols drawn on the floor. You have 11k of head pats ready. Oh my lord. Thank you so much, Val. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. I need to make some more expensive redeems for y'all so you can do something with all those points instead of just trolling me with audio. The structure flashed as a single sunray illuminated it. A sound of bare feet broke the sinister silence as a man emerged from the deep shadows. Reeling, he entered the circle and collapsed on his knees in front of the enormous lens. Not a second had passed before many rebel hands gripped his shoulders and hair. Remember, comrade, the last sunray you behold will be yours only, shared with no one else. Your final holy dawn, bellowed a lone heretic's voice amidst the silent crowd. By the doing of someone's hands, the lens had turned and its focused ray feasted on the prisoner's eyes. You don't know what most of the audio is or what the context is. Oh, you're fine. You're fine. Just feel free to just start redeeming shit. It's not a big deal. Hey, Dragon Tear Leather, welcome on in. Good to have you. 26k for extra petting and hydration. Good God, I'm gonna die. Hyperhidrosis. The blinded man's harrowing scream shook the very walls of the place. Consumed by the rite, the rebels had not yet noticed the stranger in their midst. The Lord Captain braced herself and charged bravely into battle to crush the enemy. But okay, these barrels, though. Alright, yeah. Indeed. So, I mean, like, they say that there's barrels to decimate people, but there's, like, these are the, shut off the steam. I don't, because, like, I'm curious if I shoot this, if it's just going to cause everything to explode, or if it's just going to be a localized explosion. I know I'm not going to want to take cover behind them, that much is sure. Don't shut off steam, millions would complain. I mean, that sucks for them. We just charge in. There's a lot of dudes up here. I feel like we should wait for them to come to us.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
We can use this as an opportunity to get everybody into cover and stuff.
Chaos guides me.
Oh, let's see. All right, here. Let's see what happens. Let's move the sister up. Concentrated fire. And like do the DACA. Okay, you hit the guy, but not the thing I wanted you to. Okay, let's try this again. Let's try the run and gun. Yeah. Do that, and now shoot the barrel. Video games. All right, good talk. Okay, there we go. So it is the bigger barrels do explode as well. All right, so yeah, like all of this shit in here is explosive. Noted. Gonna have to be careful.
Death to non-believers!
Haskell, I guess you can just come up here. And too far away. Oh wait, no, let's need this. I'm curious what the AoE on this is. Okay, it's pretty big. It's not just a Jazing. Good to know. Good to know. Because yeah, in that case, yeah, okay. All right, we can work with this. Knowing that we have explosion available to us. Because my thinking is, I wonder if we should shut off the steam if these things like explode or something. Because this is explosive. That means this is explosive, which means I need to be careful. Because we're taking cover behind things what explode. Abelard, I guess. Abelard can just charge in.
Tactics are the best ones. I took care of this one.
Anything else? What an unfortunate turn of fate.
You're good.
My ears are ringing.
Like right here. And this. I don't know if that got, I don't think that got anybody, which is sad because the other one did.
It just works.
Yeah, I'm not gonna question it.
I am your doom. I serve the ruinous power.
I've suffered worse.
So Pascal has grenades, and my temptation with grenades is to do evils with them, noting this fuel tank and everyone. But I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make that throw. What kind of range? Maybe? That was like nothing. That was incredibly disappointing. I am sad now. The steam vents hurt. Good to know. Very good to know. We've luckily managed to avoid them thus far out of just sheer luck. Well, I mean, he threw it and it exploded and it blew up the tanker. Just exploding the tanker didn't do anything. Run into the steam, you idiot. Like, this is a lot of, oh, we've got some horrors here, blue horrors, okay. All right, fair enough. Game's finally getting some like warp spawn in here. Ooh, how do I want to do this? I mean, endure, I guess cleave, maybe kill them both. Oh, no, you're not gonna kill these things. They got like 40 health. Okay, never mind that. Alright, taunt. Do the taunty taunt. Alright, we need to bring our lightning thrower up here.
I'm not so sure. Well, farewell.
Ooh, that was meaty. That was a lot of damage. Argenta, yes.
The Emperor will be undone.
Concentrated fire. Tentatively fuck them. Acceptable. And we'll do a Furious Recital too. Why not? Screw you guys. Brunhilde, step to here.
Amidst the carnage, I find purpose.
And do your damage buff. And cleave.
Beckon.
The combat in this is so satisfying. Like when you get these like wombo combos going where you're like, oh, I do this, and then I can do this, and then I can do this. It's just like, yeah, it feels good. Feels real good. All right, Pascal, let's see. What can you do? We could get him up in the melee. This thing's almost dead. So he could kill this thing. Let's see. We're nearing the end of the turn. It's gonna be Abelard. What's the AoE on these grenades? Bigger than I would like. We can destroy the unholy lens. Wago. Alright. Pascal, can you heal yourself? You can! Wonderful. Alright. I keep forgetting that he's got his little combat stim injector. Murder you, and I suppose I can just like charge you in anywhere. Yes. We don't want to step in the fire. I have a feeling that's a bad idea, so we'll not do that. I guess we might as well just blast the lens. Oh shit, there's like an entire group of these little shits over there. I didn't even see those guys. Alright. Well. Why? I don't know why I hit 2, expecting it's gonna be a gun. Like, gunshot. Like, that's not the first time I've just accidentally cleaved the air because I'm stupid.
This is beneath me.
Chaos guides me.
I bring ruin.
Thank you for the head pats, Flo. Don't worry. I'm cognizant of the time. I know movie time is coming. I appreciate I know what you're doing, and I appreciate the hey ghost, it's almost time pop in. You're such a sweetheart. Thank you. Yes, I do. No escape. Excuse you. Cheeky little bugger with a rifle over there is about to have a real bad time. Oh, you can't move there.
Follow my lead.
Damn it, Abelard. Get him.
Reduced to dust.
But of course, what an unfortunate turn of fate.
Well, why? I was hoping that would splash the damage onto these guys and kill them both. Maybe she needs line of sight. Oh, they have a psyker. I didn't even know. Well, that needs purging.
Faith without
Brunhilde, introduce yourself. 5 more minutes, Mom. It's the game. You can't pause it now. No. I'm going as fast as I can. We got 3 more minutes at least. And I'm gonna throw you all at some poor hapless streamer. Oh, the private got killed finally. Darn. I guess just murder. Actually, idea. If I shoot you, will it punch through and kill them both? No. All right, I tried. I thought I had an idea. It hurt.
My place is at the
Yeet the chat. Yeah. I'm gonna throw you all with
victory.
gentle fury directly onto some other hapless streamer.
no can do.
No line of sight. Okay. I thought this thing was dead.
I'll do it.
Reload. Move over here.
Feed the thought.
Pleased to be making dead. No, no attack points available. Brunhilde kill. Thank you, Brunhilde. Brunhilde, you can charge next to him, but you can't attack because video games. Haskell! My boy. Now we're gonna get like a 45-minute cutscene. I'm sorry, chat. Your eye is drawn to the shards of the enormous lens scattered around the broken device. At first, you're uncertain as to what troubles you, but suddenly the realization hits. The glass shimmers in a unique way, just the same way as the shards of the unknown broken object you found near Theodora Van Valancius's desk. What's the matter, Lord Captain? What are you so interested in? He trails off when he notices what you're looking at. He instantly makes the connection. By the Imperium's saints, it cannot be. Adira bites her lip. I see it too. Whatever that thing in her study was, it was made from the same material as this junk. What? What? Abelard is at a loss for words. He takes a moment to collect himself, and all at once they start pouring out in a hasty sputter. It's a mistake. Slander meant to blemish the good name of a person who is now dead and cannot even defend herself. First, these minions of the Archenemy murdered Lord Captain Theodora. Now, this cannot be tolerated. It will not be tolerated. Come now, Abelard. Remember what she was like. Adira's smile betrays her grief, but at the same time is strangely knowing. Brazen, assertive, it was like her entire life was a race against fate until fate caught up with her in the end. She would have gone headfirst into a black hole if she had thought it would have put her even one step ahead of everyone else out in the expanse. If we could just find out who she was keeping in her desk and why she wanted to get it during the attack. The sister's beautiful face is full of grief. How bitter it is to know that you were born from bad blood, but do not let this knowledge drag you into darkness. The sister's words ring with a genuine, sincere hope that you be blessed with worthier fate. She does not appear to be shocked by the news of Theodora's possible heresy. Life must be so easy for you sanctimonious preachers, a dubious trinket, and you no longer see a person, you see bad blood, an annoying hindrance. There's enough venom in Adira's voice to poison an entire regiment. Argenta recoils, but the next moment her dark eyes ignite with fury. How dare you admonish me? We are speaking of abetting the Archenemy. A person who has tainted themselves thus can never justify their actions. Sure, why go through all the trouble of trying to make sense of anything when you can just label them a heretic and call it a day? Except, dear friend, I seem to remember that you didn't mind Theodora so much while you were aboard the ship. You didn't leave her side for even a moment. She rescued you, aided you, and your adoration wilted the moment you heard an accusation sullying her memory. You weren't surprised or upset. You just gave up on her and move on. We say nothing. I'm gonna let them catfight. I don't wanna get into it, but I do need to go ahead and call it here because it is movie time for me. So, as per usual, folks, thank y'all for watching. I hope you had a good time. I certainly did.